my name is Dhaval Pandav. I am from collegedunner.com. A very warm welcome to our interview series which is called Talks on Education, where we interview with the various dignitaries such as owners, VCs, principals, HODs and teachers. Before I proceed with this interview, I would request you to give a brief introduction about yourself. Sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pandav. Here is Dr. Sanjay Mishra, the principal of Shree Tiwari Degree College of Arts, Commerce and Science, which is situated at Mira Road, Thane, and Mumbai suburbs we call this particular place. Talking about my professional growth, I started up around 24 years before in this particular institute, that is the umbrella of Shree Tiwari Degree College, which is Rahul Education. I started up my journey as an in-charge for the junior college. Then I headed around as for the principal of the school as well. I was been promoted around as an CHRO. I took over as the principal of the junior college, and then when we started up around with the degree college, after 2 years during the COVID era, I think I just took over as a IC principal of this particular degree college. Regarding my academic credentials, I have completed my PhD in management. I am having 3 master's degree, that is MBA in HR, MCom, MA English Literature. I have completed my BEd as well. Along with that, I am CAE qualified, that is C1 qualification from Cambridge. Talking about with the research background, in the research background, I have near about 47 research papers to my credit, in which we are having near about 12 papers in UGC Care State Journal, 3 papers are in Scoopers journals, and 1 paper is in ABDC journal. I have 2 patents. I have registered for 2 patents, the Indian patents. I am also as the co-research guide at Sri Jagdish Prasad Jabarmal Tibrewal University, and under me I am having 3 PhD scholars who are nothing just working, and 2 of them are about to submit around their thesis as well. Along with that, I am being as an editor, as a co-editor of various journals as well. I'm been invited around as a research person. Along with that, various types of national, international conferences. I am nothing but heading around some technical chairperson of some technical tracks as well. So a lot of things are there in general. This is something about me. I hope I am very much clear around with what you are asked with the question.
It was wonderful knowing about you and your experience, sir. So my first question is, you have held a key position in multiple education institutes. So what keeps you connected with the education sector, sir?
So I feel around that I am born and brought up around in such a family where education has been given due importance. Though my parents were not so highly educated, but then they always just felt around that no, their child should nothing just study, and their child should nothing just do something around in the education industry. And basically, when I started up around in the education industry, I started taking around private tuitions. I'm talking about way back 30 years before, but then slowly I learned what is required around to take the position, to take the leadership position, and then accordingly I just completed my qualification, my academic credentials, and I am into at what you can just see to me.
Being the principal at SLRDDC, what is the philosophy of leadership, sir?
Sir, I understand leaders do have different types of traits. For me, what I understand is different types of leadership qualities, in that I feel democratic and participative leadership is a need of the hour. Gone are the days where people used to have autocratic leadership. But now, today, every time what I can just tell my faculty members as well as my staff members is, you people are not working under me. We are all working under the umbrella of Rahul Education. We are all together. We are all working around. Hierarchies are made, from my point of view, hierarchies are made in the organization for the smooth functioning of the organization and the growth of that. So I understand that somewhere a teacher is there in me, and I am also a teacher. But yes, being the principal of this particular institute, I feel democratic and participative leadership plays a very vital role, and I follow those particular things.
Being the principal, how do you strategize about the key programs and plan for the marketing and administration of your college?
See, I understand if you provide around better teaching quality, that is teaching learning process, automatically the students will become around your brand ambassadors. And the students are going to take around your name, your organization name in the market. So important is what I understand is every stakeholder of this particular institute, whether it be the students, the parents, the investors, the management, everyone should have a good feeling about this particular organization. And that is only possible with our hard work, determination. For me, I understand D3. I always think I just tell my faculty members also. First, we should have determination towards whatever we people do in our life. And then comes around dedication. We need to dedicate ourselves around for the work. And then comes around devotion, where there is nothing, no time limits, there is no workload on our shoulders, something. Because when we are totally devoted for our work, for our institute, we are into that particular institute. The sense of belongingness should be very high. This is what I always tell around my faculty members as well.
How do you try to bring practical approach towards the subjects and make it industry oriented?
Sir, I understand, Mr. Pandav, that today there is a vast gap between industry and academia. And to fill this particular gap, we need to connect around with the industries at first. We need to understand what is required in the industry and what we can do something different. We are having different types of programs. For example, we are connected around with a couple of international universities. We have collaborated with them. We have collaborated with 8 colleges in Mumbai University. We have collaborated with 7 different other institutes, and that also core India level institutes are there. We people can just connect, and we people can just start up around with different types of programs in the collaboration with those particular institutes. Those particular institutes, I think, just train our students. They try to bridge the gap what is there between the industry and the academia. Like for example, we are having TNS Foundation. This particular TNS Foundation, those people when we discussed around with them, they came up around with one particular idea at a program called as, for 80 hours program called as From Campus to the Corporate. So whatever things are required around for the student to enter into the corporate, everything is taught around in those particular 80 hours. Same way we are having some different other type of programs as well. We are tied up around with SUNY, SUNY, State University of New York. We are also tied up around with Skyline University, Sharjah. We are tied up with Skyline University of Nigeria. We 3-4 days before, we have signed around an MOU with Maharashtra Skill University in Mumbai, and we are nothing but just in pipeline, projects in pipeline. We are signing up around with MOU with one particular university which is there at Moscow. So we are trying to bring around internationalization along with bridging around the gap between industry and academia.
What do you see as the greatest strength of SLRTDC?
For me, the greatest strength are my students. Yes, my students, my faculty members are my greatest strength. Another important thing is the management has provided us with high quality infrastructure, and I feel that you have also witnessed this. When you enter into this particular premises, when you enter into this particular campus, that positive vibes what is there, everyone can just feel around. As I already mentioned, that our management has provided with a state-of-art infrastructure to this particular college. Our founder chairman, Shree Tiwari, a visionary man, and who has always just thought around something unique, something out of the box. And he is always been supported around by our secretary, sir, Sri Rahul Tiwari. Rahul Tiwari, a young, dynamic, enthusiastic leader who has always taken around Rahul Group, Rahul Education at another higher levels. Now, let me just tell you about our Joint Secretary Madam. Joint Secretary Madam, very passionate, and she is highly learned lady, Krishna Tiwari ma'am. Now, ma'am, sir, and our founder chairman, sir, they all just play a vital role around in taking strategic decisions for the organization. Our COO, the Chief Operating Officer, Shiv Tiwari ji, Now he is the son of Rahul Tiwari ji, and he is playing around a vital role in the day-to-day affairs, in the day-to-day working of all the higher education institutes at Rahul Education. He is such a with a new blood infused around in Rahul Education. We all feel proud about Utsav Tiwari ji that in this such a small age he has something just learned a lot of things, and big knowledge he is something just having about whether you talk about the statutory requirements, what is there for the higher education institute. You talk about NAC, you talk about NBA, you talk about COA, you talk about anything, and he has around that particular knowledge. He is learning around, he has written around book as well, he is coming up around with his own patent. So such a type of leadership what we have from the management and from the management side, that always motivates we as the leaders, we as the principals, and we nothing but just try to give the best. We try to work around to achieve our missions, whatever the management has framed, the goals and objectives. Every time nothing but just trying to reach around the benchmarks, and then create around our own new benchmark. That is what we nothing but just work around for.
Any suggestion you would like to give to the current youth and aspiring students?
Well, I understand the youth of this particular nation needs to be guided, and it is the teachers who are to play around the vital role in this. The teachers are supposed to guide the youth around in a better manner. Their energy needs to be channelized in a positive way. That is what I understand. The youth should think around beyond just learning from the books, because gone are the days when we used to say that only the marks are important. No, now today the marks are not so very important. Along with the marks, you should participate in the curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular, sporting activities. The student should focus around on research aspect. The student should come up around with new type of thoughts and ideas. For that reason, Namo app, we have asked around our students to put around their views, their ideas about the Viksit Bharat, about the developed nation by 2047, what Shri Narendra Modi ji is talking about. So everyone needs to contribute for the growth of this particular nation at large. Only and only then we'll have around a society where we would all love, where we'll all stay with harmony, love and care. So important for our nation's growth is, if we want to be as a top 3 economy in the world, no one is going to stop if the youth is going to participate in the growth of this particular nation.
It was pleasure talking to you and interviewing your thoughts on education, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.